which I like. I like it when the players lag. And you see the beautiful lights out competition jersey there that Fingers is wearing, so it'll be easy to identify each player. We got Fingers on the left, and we got Shane on the right. Might need to get him to lag from the other end of the table so it's easier to see. Wow, this might be... Didn't get to see where Mike's ended up, but he definitely just handed it over to Shane, so we're good. So it looks like Fingers is going to be able to take the first break on this event here for this set. Brett and RJ, I'm not sure what table they are playing on. I might be able to get that confirmed for you. Not sure right this second. We'll see if we can't find that out for you. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I hope the coverage is still looking crystal clear on all the different monitors, on all the different platforms. I mean, we have live streams going on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook all at the same time. Trying to expand to some other platforms. That way more people know that we got this going on. Give everybody a little bit more access to it. Not everybody has a Facebook or everybody has a YouTube, Twitch, so on and so forth. So we figure we do it this way, and then we'll be okay. So it looks like the 7 ball goes in the top left corner pocket. We have the 1 right in the middle of the table here. Looks like he's going to be going for a push out. So he pushes out to leave a pretty tough shot. Patrick, I did okay, man. The set finished at 7-4. I'm not mad about the 7-4 final score against Rick Scarlato. He's a pretty strong player. Not to mention that I hardly play on 9-foot tables, so I was pleasantly surprised with a few of the shots I was able to pull off there. I had a couple opportunities and didn't capitalize on them the way that I should have. But that's part of it. Definitely not going to be making any excuses. I will say that it is pretty tough to go from sitting in a chair for hours and hours and hours and hours to picking up your cue and immediately hitting some balls. I mean, of course, I took a couple minutes to hit some balls before we played, but 5 minutes of warm-up whenever you've been sitting in a chair, you need a little bit more time than that. So before my next match, I probably need to just take a little bit more time. Either way, it's just fun. I just knew that I'd want to be able to take advantage of some of these high-caliber players that are here. Meanwhile, Shane plays a great return safety here. This 1 ball is going to be tucked behind the 3 ball here. We also have the 8 as a blocker. We see him looking at the rail there. Can't tell if there's a window in between the 6 and the 8. If there's a window there, then that might be great. Look at that. There was a window there. He had a chance to have that 6 end for the blocker. Bob Dar, not that I am aware of. If they did, it was before my involvement in the event. He goes for the long combo. Tough shot there. He gets a fortunate roll. Something to take note of. I mean, honestly, the risk that you can take on the 1 ball is a lot different than the risk that you can take on a 4, 5, 6 ball. Just because there's still so much on the table that your odds of getting a roll like this are astronomically higher when there's this many balls left on the table. Ooh. So he's got some decisions here. You know, potting this one ball is going to be, there's a window to get shape on the 2 and between the 6 and the 8 here. And he needed to catch about a half a diamond above that pocket to get that shape. And unfortunately, he's going to be, well, unfortunately for him, fortunate for Mike. Mike's going to be taking the ball in hand. He's got that beautiful navy and gold custom Lights Out Billiards apparel jersey. They will be available to design on the website in the following months. Hit that ball pretty well. It's got plenty enough room. Still kind of awkward bridging close to the 6 ball here, but it should still have no problem making this happen. Guys, let me know how the audio is. There's definitely a massive crowd around us, and I'm hoping that it's still easy and clear to hear the commentation. And that there's going to be background noise no matter what I do. I'm just hoping that the commentary from the microphones is definitely more dominant. There's also a band playing in the middle of the day, which is very unexpected. Normally that's something that would be happening in the evening time. So looks like he's going to see how he wants to play this here, but it seems like it'd be pretty easy to just roll it forward about a foot and play it in the side pocket. I like that route as well because by doing it with the 2-rail position, he eliminates the chance of him having to shoot being hugged up on the rail. So that was actually a better choice. I like that. And so does the 9 ball as it falls down, giving him the first point of the set. Fingers is going to take the first rack there. Who do you guys think is going to win this set? Do you guys have any background history knowledge between these 2 players? If not, what's your wild guess? Go ahead and let us know in the comment section. We'll see who ends up being right. Shout out to Gina Cunningham as one of our sponsors for today's event. You can see the URL right there on the bottom of the screen. If you guys are interested in acquiring new property or getting rid of some, go ahead and make sure you follow that link. She's got some good deals going on. Also, shout out to Brews and Q's on the Boulevard. I've been to this venue a couple times with Jake Lawson. It is absolutely gorgeous in there. The setup is amazing. The service is great. The entire experience was phenomenal. I've only been there twice now, and both times, I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit jealous that I did not live closer to that venue. Shane's going to put a nice break on that rack. We got a ball down with another ball literally hanging over the pocket there. You got the 2 ball on the side and a shot on the 1. So you got the 1 with the 2 ball hanging out of the pocket and the 3 ball out in the open. I'd say it's going to be hard to be upset about this. He snaps that ball back pretty good. Let's see, we got 3 for Shane. Looks like the points are stacking up on Shane's side. We got anybody out there pulling for fingers? Come on, We can't have everybody in the chat voting for Shane. There's got to be somebody to represent the other side. A little check side on that ball. Turned out nice and pretty. So you got options here. Follow it forward, play the 5 in the side, or snap it back a little bit, play the 5 in the corner. If you snap it back a little bit, you have the reduced chance of having to shoot off the rail. Looks like he's looking about playing it in the side pocket, though, because the benefit of going towards the side pocket is you can follow and have easier shape on the 7. So that's definitely what he looked at. We'll see how he decides to actually play it. Yep. Slow roll that ball. And I like going this way versus trying to draw that 5 ball back, because you'd have to be playing for pretty precise position. And if you're off by a little bit, it can add a whole different level of difficulty on getting to the 7 ball. Instead, he's able to do it in a natural way. No angles have to be manufactured. Staying in line pretty nicely here. And Donna says, yes, we can. There we go, Patrick. Patrick puts 1 up for Mike. So right now, according to the chat, it is 3-1 odds of Shane taking this set. And I will say, he is about to be tying it up. And now we have it tied 1-1. For anybody who's tuning in, this is the Maryland State 9-Ball Championship held here at Champion Billiards in Frederick, Maryland. This venue is absolutely amazing. I've already got a couple good panoramic shots that I took on my cell phone. Turned out pretty nice, actually. But the walls are just covered in all kinds of cool memorabilia. It's a great venue. Ooh, that 5 is going to graze the 6 in passing, which is going to enable it to go in the side pocket. That worked out pretty great for him because that ball was not going in at first. So we got another push-out shot here by Fingers. Hope the background noise isn't too bad for everybody. Last event they had a band here, but the band wasn't starting until the evening time, so a little unexpected to have them going on in the middle of the day, but why not, why not? So we got some decisions to make here. You have the 8-ball hiding, 8-ball close to the pocket. I think there's, I kind of like trying to bank this 6, or bank the 1 ball to be close to being behind the 6 ball, try to land the cue ball behind the 7. You have the 6, 4, and 7 as possible blockers, and even if you don't block it, you're still leaving them a tough shot. And it looks like he liked exactly what I was saying there. Unfortunately, leaves him the window. There might be enough of a gap in between these balls where he can actually just cut that in the corner. Or the bank is there. Let's see how he decides to do it. Ooh, that was a great return safety right there. That was a great shot. Look at this. It's going to go. Oh, I thought that was going to go. Hey, Patrick, I appreciate that, brother. Just trying to keep everything clear for you guys. No, that was beautiful. That was a beautiful shot.
Weldon Riker, Eric Moore, table 3. Weldon Riker, Eric Moore, table 3. Bob Davis.
From Parkersburg. Yo, Donna, thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Davis, Evan Ford, table 9.
Appreciate the kind words. Yeah, we're pretty excited with the way the stream's turning out. Everybody last time had amazing things to say about it, and this time everything is going just as smooth as it did last time. Here pretty soon, I'm going to start inputting the scores in the top of the broadcast here. I just got to get the scorecards from the actual tournament director. That was a good shot there. That was perfect speed. That was 100% a speed shot there. And I say that was perfect speed. With where the 6 ball's at, he might have to snap this ball back and just shoot the 6 down the rail, kind of where the cue ball lays. You see him kind of mapping what that would actually feel like. There's about a chalk's width of distance between the 6 ball and the rail. So there's just enough space for him to be able to run it down without having to be stressed about shooting that shot, going past the side pocket. So that's how he elects to do it. That was a great shot. Mohammed, what's going on? Mohammed Navid. Hope I pronounced that right, brother. How's it going? Welcome to the broadcast. Everybody, if you have not already followed us online and shared the broadcast, make sure you do so. We are still a fairly new name in the game, and not a lot of people know that we're going to be bringing you guys coverage of these kinds of events. This is a very stacked player field today, and there are many, many world-class world beaters in this lineup. Meanwhile, Fingers is going to put up the second point. Looks like there's been a couple people struggling to get the balls to lay right while they're racking on this table. Going with the side break here. See if he tries to squat this ball or if he goes to the rail. That was a much more controlled break. He's going to get 2 balls down. And fortunately, the 2 balls that go down are the 1 and the 2. So being down here on the end of the table with the 3 ball is going to be totally fine. However, the 3 ball does not have a great pocket. So let's see how he elects to play this here. You do have that 9 ball there if you want to try to roll up on the back side of the 9 ball here. Try to freeze the cue ball to the back side of the 9. Instead of trying to freeze to the back of the 9, he creates as much distance as he can. Executed pretty well.
Less of them coming over for killers. They need to stay over there and play with the Euro Tour to make sure they got the Mosconi problem.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because a lot of guys like Appleton, one was on there for like 5 years. He was living over here winning everything, and everyone didn't know Euro events. But every year it was a wild card. If you had them in the Euro points, you wouldn't probably even live over there. Mosconi ain't that much money. He only won like 50 or 20.
Alrighty. Sorry guys, had to get me some gas, some fuel. I needed some more fuel coming in. So I had to get me some burgers, some burger sliders. Food is great here. Had a couple meals today. Every time I'm in here, man, it's hard to just not eat all day. I gotta be careful. I'll order some food and I'll eat and it'll be delicious, and then I see other food coming out and I smell it and it smells so good it makes me want to order again. Look at that. That was a great shot. That was a great hit. And he's going to get behind the 8 ball. I so thought he was going to just barely kiss that 8 and those balls are going to level out and he was going to leave the cue behind 8. All right, so Shane is in a great position to tie this matchup. You got all the balls out in the open. You're at the table with an easy first shot, easy position. This is where the focus has to come in. It's these types of situations that made me lose my match. I look at it and I take shots for granted and I don't bear down. I just need to work on developing the habit of bearing down on every single shot regardless of how simple it is. And speak of the devil, there's the commentator's curse. Oh man, even if he made that ball, he'd have been scratching his head even if he made the ball with where that cue ball stopped. Patrick, you're absolutely right, man. Great shot, no reward. Meanwhile, Fingers is going to walk back to the table very happy to be there. Good position on the right side of the 8 ball to be able to just let it slide over for the 9 ball. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, Shane is definitely going to be upset about that one sitting in the chair. You have a chance to tie it up. Instead, you go down 2 racks in an alternating break format. That is a tough spot to be in. Tough.
I love what somebody said. For the U.S. to win again, we're going to need a captain from
And Mike's breaking. And Mike is breaking. Everybody who is watching, if you have not already created a twitch.tv account, I definitely urge you guys to do so. Twitch is going to be the best streaming platform to keep your eyes out on. And the reason why is it is mainly a full, like, that website exists specifically as a streaming platform. It's not something else that implemented streaming into it. Oh, look at that unfortunate kick. Wow. What do you make, 2 balls? 2, 4, 6, 7, yeah. 2 balls down on the break, and then you're giving up ball in hand. That's kind of tough. Ball in hand's tough anyways, much less with 2 balls already gone. Yeah, with Twitch being primarily a streaming service, the way that their servers work, there's a lot less service interruption. It tends to be smoother. And so it's just an easier experience for you guys as a viewer on Twitch. You don't have to have a Twitch account to watch the live stream. You only need to create an account if you want to be able to interact with other people in the chat. But I definitely urge you guys to make a Twitch account. We do have alerts for the Twitch account as well. So if you follow us on Twitch, your name's going to pop up. You get a little bit of recognition in front of everybody. It's kind of cool. Same thing with donations and subscriptions. Anybody who decides to donate and subscribe, there will be a little alert that'll pop up on screen. Donations and subscriptions are going to be how we make equipment upgrades and continue to better the stream. The sponsors are basically what enable us to be able to do. That was a beautiful plate shot there. Sponsors are what allow us to keep the stream free. However, in order for us to be able to make any upgrades for future live streams, it's all going to be reliant on the donations and subscriptions. So if you guys decide to support the stream financially, then the links are going to be in the descriptions on Facebook and YouTube. Otherwise, if you're watching on Twitch, it's just in the panels right below the stream. Easy buttons to click. No donations are mandatory, obviously. We're trying to keep the stream for free, but it's just an easy way for you guys to tip us. Another really easy way and completely free way to show massive support for the live stream and what we have going on with BSN is to just simply follow us on social media and share it with all your friends who are interested in the sport. You just got to let people know that it's going on. Free live stream with professional players.
That's brutal. Brutal is that.
That was a very well hit shot. Very well hit shot. That kind of speed going into the side pocket at that angle, that could have went bad easy. Stacy said hi too. Awesome, Patrick. Well, hello to the whole family. Uh-oh, did he hit that with too much sauce? Look at that. Look at that. Guys, we got front row seats to the wedding because those balls just got married. So, fortunately, because he was coming into it at the right angle, he was still able to make that ball. You see him kind of raising his eyebrows as that 9 ball falls down. He flirting with danger on that one. Flirting with some danger. There's Gina Cunningham. If you guys are looking for some property, looking to get rid of some property. I feel like hers happened to be up there the last like 3 times I turned it on. She just got that good timing. Brews and Q's on the Boulevard. If you guys are ever out in Maryland, you definitely got to swing by that venue and see what's going on. They got a lot of good stuff. You see the diamond tables on the left. That's just a snapshot of the tables that are in that building. There's a lot of tables there. We got Brian Be Quick. If you guys need anything with plumbing, HVAC, or home improvement, residential or commercial, they have 24-hour emergency service available, and they have easy financing options available. You see their numbers on the screen there. Go ahead and give them a buzz. We have East Coast Landscaping with Larry Flager. Go ahead and give him a buzz. 25 years plus experience in the industry. You're going to be hard-pressed to find somebody who's been doing it as long as that man in this area, which means you're going to get some good service. Like we said earlier, guys, the people that we have as sponsors on the stream are people that we personally believe in what they have to offer to our viewers. We're definitely not going to be up here just blasting you guys with a company that we don't personally believe in. Dunn says, great job, Shane. Yes, absolutely agree. That was a good out there. It was a must-do. It's the difference in 2-3 to 4-1 if he did not make that 9 ball. So it was very good for him that he made that. So now we're addressing the table. Looks like the 2 balls got about a chalk's width of the distance to the rail. So the option for the slight back cut bank into the side pocket is there. Really just depends on how he wants to, because I feel like if you do that back cut bank with running English, send the cue ball 3 rails, you go in between the 6 and the 8, come down for the 3 in the bottom right corner. Thank you. And he plays it perfectly. Perfect speed, everything. Wow, that cue ball rolled into the rail pretty hard right there. I was starting to get worried that he was going to get hooked by the point of that side pocket there, but thankfully he caught the rail above the side pocket and it didn't lean into it close to the point. Otherwise, that could have went disastrous. You see where he's got the tip of his cue. He's going to come around 2 rails above the 5 ball here. Or he might be following this with a smidgen inside and just coming up on the inside of the 9 ball. Yeah, it looked like he was changing his mind back and forth there, whether he wanted to go around the outside of the 5 or try to hold the cue ball on the inside. And you can see the result. That 4 ball is still up there on the table. It seemed like he wasn't fully committed to the shot whenever he went down to the table there. So Mike's going to be... He's got enough of this ball sticking out beside the 5 to where he loses a little bit of options because he can't really draw the ball, but he has enough. He has enough of the cue ball to where he should be able to shoot this without too many issues. I would have to imagine he's going to hit this with inside and come 2 rails behind the 9 for the 5. I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit more blocked than what I thought it was, judging by how he's bridging that. Yeah, that must have been blocked way more than I thought it was. So let's see, he's probably going to shoot this one on the side so we can just roll up table on the right side of the 8 ball to get shape on the 6 here. We see him double checking his angles here, making sure he likes what he sees. Oh, he was also changing his mind here. Looks like we're going in the corner now. Yeah, that was why I think me and him were both originally thinking about going for the side pocket, was we're avoiding this. He's going to make Shane work for this one. The shot is there, but it is definitely not a gimme. Oh, he goes for the bank. Unfortunately, it's close, but does not go down. So Mike's going to be having another chance here to take a 2-rack lead. And it was only a chance. Nothing is guaranteed.
And Huth, Corey Roush, table 4. And Huth, Corey Roush, table 4.
This ball is going to go perfect. Almost perfect. A little bit closer to the 9 ball to where it's going to make bridging not hard, but a little bit less natural than it could have been. But the good thing here is all you got to do is make the 8 ball. Maybe put a little bit of high left, maybe. Or you can just do center high. Looks like he just hit that ball with center and just let it slide around. A little bit more juice than it needed, but still got a very makeable shot on this. Just watch out for the side pocket. And that ball doesn't go, and it leaves Mike a pretty difficult lay here on this 9 ball. I feel like it's definitely makeable without scratching. Let's see if he decides to cut or bank this. It was a great shot there. Definitely not a gimme. Once again, just for anybody who is tuning in, there's Fingers player stats. Mike B, also known as Fingers, has got over 50 local tournament wins, so he's not a stranger to some pool tournaments. Many top 5 regional event finishes, but he hasn't snapped one off yet, which means he's still hungry for it, guys. His pool advice is believe in yourself. You see what equipment he's playing with. He's going to be a player rep for Wild Eyes Creations and a brand ambassador for Lights Out Billiards. Speaking about being a brand ambassador for Lights Out Billiards, you see this gorgeous custom-made jersey that he's wearing. And what I like to point out about these jerseys, guys, is that it's embroidered. That's not a screen-printed image or anything like that that is sublimated that's on the back. It is actually embroidered on the back of this jersey. It is amazing. Patrick, your favorite shot? I'll take a hard pass on that being my favorite shot. It looked like one of those shots from the WPS events where they go hill and they have to have the shootouts. It was one of them kind of shots. He was playing for the backside of that 6 ball to shoot it in the same side pocket. Put a little bit more juice on that ball. Remember, guys, the positions that are being missed on this table seem to all have been overran positions. Haven't seen too many of them where people have come up too short, unless it has been the following shot after over-rolling a position. Then I've seen it where people have come up short because, oh yeah. Yeah, we can throw it up there. Thank you so much. Had a little bit of food delivered, guys. We are starving.
Rob Metz, Bill Gussler, table 8. Rob Metz, Bill Gussler, table 8.
There are two great banks there. Get himself back in line. He's looking pretty good to take this rack. Tell you what, he flirted with that side pocket, didn't he? Trying to keep it close. If you guys want any of those, have at them. I ain't gonna finish them all. I haven't forgotten, guys. It was 3-1 odds of Shane taking this match. Everybody was voting for Shane, and he's keeping himself in it. Got a great safety there by Fingers. Hit that 3 ball very well. It looks like he might be able to shoot through on the left side of the 6 ball here with some running English, or he's going to come to the outside long rail. If he comes to the outside long rail and he hits 2 rails and comes in behind the 3, he could make this 3 in the side pocket. I see him finding his aiming point here. Because the 3 ball and the cue ball are almost equal distance from the left long rail, I feel like he's got really good odds at making good contact on this ball. Mary, that's because I'm eating and I keep turning the volume up and down because I don't want you guys to hear me chewing. Sorry. There's a camera on that one. I kind of flip back and forth whenever, like this is the main one, and so when there's action on this one, I'll stay on this one, but that one, I still have a camera on it. Alrighty, guys, we are back. We had to kill some little burger sliders, man. Those things were delicious. Mike says that's my big thumb. And we are in the danger zone. Things just got a little bit more interesting from here. 3 ball out, but you can't see the first ball you got to make because you hooked yourself. Well, I guess second ball.
Michael hit Rob Coral, table 10. Michael hit Rob Coral, table 10.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do whenever you hook yourself like that with a few balls left.
Yeah. And then mortgages and bills and everything goes up.
Bill Gussler, table 8. Your opponent is waiting. Bill Gussler, table 8. Your opponent is waiting.
Shane just almost did the same thing to himself. Got an open table and finding a way to make it difficult. Use the whole pocket there, but it does fall down. So he has made up that deficit, and we are tied 4-4, ladies and gentlemen. Tied 4-4 with Mike breaking. It is an alternating break format. Oh. You see the hand flip there. That's the second time that cue ball has been kicked into one of the corner pockets on him. It's got to be brutal. So the only problem on the table here is the 4 and the 9 that are frozen together, and he's probably going to be able to fix that issue now if he shoots this shot right. I kind of almost like shooting the 2 in the top left corner and giving yourself an angle where you can just barely follow. You don't have to like actually stroke through hard and do a massive force follow on this, but you just need to just nudge the right side of the 9 ball if you're coming from the bottom side of it, and that would create separation between the 9 and the 4. Let's see how he elects to do this though, because I have to assume he's going for the breakout here. Yeah, so this way works out pretty good too, because now he's just gave himself the opportunity to play for 4-7 combo or 4-9 combo, either which way. He kind of developed the 4-9 combo there. So he played this 3 ball, a little bit of top left. Come above the 6 ball here, or you could just hit it center and you still come above the 6 ball. So he grimaces and walks around the table. Wasn't satisfied with the way that he had mapped out the shot in his head before. Yep, now we see him looking at the 4-9. He might have been changing his mind whether he wanted to shoot the 4-9 or the 4-7. You know, a lot of times players don't like shooting the 4-9 combo because, you know, there's this whole stigma around early 9 balls and this, that, and the other. But, I mean, hey, when it's there and it's not, it's just all about the percentages. If you can do that and it's not an unnecessary risk. So he's going to have to cut this 4 ball into the 9 just a little bit. You see the angle he has his cue out there. There's a good effort there. Let's see here. Do you like shooting it in the corner or do you like shooting it in the side? Side pocket's a little dangerous, but you can always just follow. If you're shooting it in the corner, you can always follow it up a little bit and avoid the side pocket, or you can try to draw below the 7, but because of where the 5 ball is, I definitely see him going above the side pocket. If he wants to shoot to the side pocket, he has plenty of room up table to go in between the 9 and the 8 ball there. Come back down and shoot the 5 in the bottom right. It's just that that 4 balls looks like it's about a ball in front of the side pocket here, so it is a little bit more of a cut. Looks like he's got a little bit of, ooh, mama, I did not see that coming at all. That was a beautiful shot. That was a beautiful shot there. Unfortunately, he ends up awkward on that 7 ball there and doesn't end up getting out, but still a beautiful shot on that 4 ball. I'll see if I can get an instant replay chalked up for you guys. Looks like he's got a little bit of... There's that 4 ball shot again. I did not see that coming at all. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. That was a tough miss there. That was a tough miss, man. You're tied 4-4. That's a rack you got to be getting out of here. So Mike's coming back to the table. He's got a very good chance here. Go 2 rails and up for the 8 ball. Oh, he's going to hit the 8 ball. He got there though. He still pulls it out. There's no question about that 9-ball there. Fingers is going to take a 1-rack lead.
I did not see
Gets the
that
4-ball.
coming at all.
The rest of the table's looking pretty decent for the lay.
That was a
And then doesn't end up finishing the rack. Turns it back over to Shane on the 7-ball. Shane has a tough shot on the 7. Unfortunately, it does not go down. And Mike ends up still taking that point.
That's like Mike Shane's starts by he used to take Apparel and black magic marker, he said, so you can see the wood Apparel that the shafts on the line. So you know, black so you can see, but the Revo doesn't have anything. I watched, that's how they're going to market to the next generation of it. The Revo, they'll have like a little white ring around the end. It's sure about Apparel or something.
I look for a magic right place in top, not a sorrow. Not a sorrow. So it's not laying on the table after.
That's why I was saying, I read Chris Mellon, it's like, you know, he plays over there. He uses that white tie-out shot, white shot, so he uses so it's all tight.
So we get a ball down on the break. A great shot on the 2 that leads it easy to the 3 and the 4. And there's not really any problems in this rack. So if anything goes wrong here, it will be a manufactured problem. Just roll up
Penny Kwasny, Aaron Beeson, table 9. Penny Kwasny, Aaron Beeson,
the 2,
table
maybe
9.
like, you might not even have to roll up at all. You just want to be past the 5 so you're not bridging over it. So he might even be able to stop shot it. Yeah, there we go. There it is. Plenty of room. Play the 4 on the side. And then be able to just roll in between the 7 and the 9 up for the 5-ball. I'm not seeing too many issues here.
Did you watch any of that? This motherfucker, man, he stayed up on that table there, didn't he? Yep. I mean, he stayed there. You talking about, I mean, him and Billy were gambling.
So he's obviously not most likely going for the side pocket here.
That was fun to see. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe he is.
I seen a stream, he was practicing in the garage, and everybody had their winter's coats on, they had the door open. And there was a pool table in the garage. Snow on the ground outside.
I can't imagine him not having access to the table in his house.
Shane, he owns Albaugh. That's lucky to break Billiards. So I know that. He owns a pool, a nice pool. He's like part owner. And then he said,
Well, he got good position on the cue ball here, but unfortunately is going to be hooked by the 5. So Shane hit that ball good to get on the 5-ball, but unfortunately rattled the pocket, and the 4-ball rolls out, and the 5 is the blocker here. So Fingers kind of grimaces for a second, letting out that ounce of frustration before he addresses the table. I wonder if he's going for the cross bank here.
he'll be one of the ones that he won't be like Earl. He won't be living in his car when he's 6.
So looks like that's what he was going for. I assumed he was going to be aggressive there just because of the way, his body language, the way he grimaced at the shot, how quickly he got down on the table after he made that face was kind of all indicative of that mentality that kind of takes over. Sometimes it goes, you know what, I'm just going to do it. And then he does it. Job for the side. There we go. Perfect. So Shane's looking good to tie this up again. This is a race to 7, guys, so if Mike takes this rack, he will be on the hill.
Wow. Can you imagine being in that stage? My arm is hurt. The way Mike played his whole career, he always played perfect in big moments. He took the heat.
Oh, he's going to have rolled this ball a little bit too far. He's going to be okay because he's not going to be stuck behind the 9, I believe. But definitely do not believe this is the position he was playing for.
They said the reason I won one of the qualifiers they had for a fucking tour card, and then it went on. I didn't even know I made 2,000. I made 2,000 when they had it going more. Me and Chuck got those finals. The top 2, like 20 guys that came, the top 2 got your tour card for the next show. So they guaranteed you like 100,000. They almost fucking sucked, dude. I won it, and then the whole tour won. I didn't even get my $2,000 back. Really? Yeah. But you get $2,000 back. They belly up because what happened was his partner was giving like $3 million they were at every event. Was like this big guy in China who was like a huge internet casino, like the online stocks. He was an internet gambler, like a casino. And then they had like all these gambling laws cracked down where all the casinos became illegal and shit online. They crushed down all the shots down. So they took it. So then Trudeau put up his partner put out. Trudeau couldn't pay all he put up. He had the money, but he
5-5. He's keeping himself alive. We got fingers to break. Who's going to be the first to the hill? We already know that the chat thinks it's 3-1 odds and Shane taking the set here. But who's going to get to the hill first? Who's going to get this rack? Fingers has 2 breaks where he successfully potted 1 or more balls and the cue ball got kicked into one of the top pockets. So he still makes the, what ball is that? 7 ball in the bottom left pocket. And he's got a shot of the 1. He lost the cue ball a little bit. The cue ball went forward a little bit more. Maybe he intentionally made it go forward a little more just because he had been stopping it pretty successfully in the middle and it's been getting kicked around. So maybe that was an intentional move to not leave the cue ball there to get banged around again. So let's see how he plays this. It's hard to see the exact angle.
Evan Ford, Brian Rose, table 13. Evan Ford, Brian
Oh
Rose,
no,
table
oh
13.
He's smiling to himself a little bit. Like that was scary. That was scary. Oh, I didn't even think he had enough room to shoot at that. I thought he would have to shoot the combo, but obviously now that he shot at it, there was enough room. And I bet he had to try to cheat that pocket a little bit. So this shouldn't be too bad. He can, he's got options here. If he wants to baby this ball, he can play for the 3 in the top left corner. Or if he wants to go 2 rails above the 4 ball here, options are available. I think he's going to go 2 rails. And he hits that ball pretty good.
You're a slight underdog in Vegas right now. The line tilted, yeah. It's a little tricky on this ball. If we don't go past the 9 on the other side, what do you know?
So he's looking at his options here after he comes off the rail because there's a slight angle here where he's going to have to come down to the bottom rail. So, oh, look at here. It looks like he's queuing up low, standing back up, changing his mind.
Jordan 5 ball.
This is a good shot there.
Right now, Jordan would rob this at his age. He's more like Magic Johnson. You know, he's nice.
The way he's built, he should be a goddamn monster.
He should just run over everybody with something like that.
He
Yeah,
has
he's
less-
a big boy.
He has more tools than Jordan, but Jordan is more clutch. Like if someone had a gun to your head right now and they said LeBron or Jordan, they have to go down and shoot a game-winning shot. Who are you gonna pick? You're picking Jordan.
Like Jordan first.
That's a tough one. That's tough.
He won it.
I
He
take
hard.
Bird. Do you?
What's that?
I think Bird's better. Clutch. Absolutely. Yep. Same here.
He played
There will never-
defense.
there will never-
He's looking pretty good from here. Looking pretty good from here.
What is Isaiah's mother? Isaiah's mother named it Silent Death. Every shot.
Dude, they said when Bird would go to like Rutgers Park and all like the hood and all, dude, they all respected him. They loved him. Man. He was just like, dude, they said he was like Bird would go to the hood. Like, just gonna turn down to it, dude. He was just. Hit the guy in the face.
Stroke that ball nice and pure.
He's funny. They love it. Those guys out in the corner. They love him. He's a guy out there. He goes on all the Eagles games. He's in all the
Looks like
Eagles
he was taking a peek at the side pocket. Ooh, watch out for the other side pocket. There we go. So Shane gets to the hill first. Let's see if everybody in the chat was right. Let's see if that's the way this whole thing shakes down.
The other day they were showing like the highlights of the MVPs. I forgot. Steve Nash got back-to-back MVPs. That's strong, dude. I forgot how.
Who was that? Another thing.
Oh yeah.
He first came in the league. He's really like LeBron.
Back when they wore short shorts.
What was the biggest mistake ever? 4 or 5 years.
He would get hit. Do this. Like you see those plenty of videos.
My favorite is when he said, I'm taking my talents to South Beach when he's South.
Oh, it's coming this summer. He's doing the decision again because he's narrowed it down to
Is he
Philly,
really?
Houston, Cleveland. He's taking his talents.
ESPN numbers down.
It's going to be a circus this week, July.
ESPN
July
rating
1st
down.
stage.
Is that what they're doing?
Not one, not two, not three. He goes all the way up to six. Remember, he goes not six. He's trying to see if we get more Jordan. There's a beam out now. He says we have not one, not six losses in the finals.
That's funny.
If he goes
That's
to Philly,
funny.
he'll win 4 more.
It's a lot harder when he
But he's very good. He's very
He's never had a big man, by the way. Give him Embiid downstairs.
the biggest mistake is
All right, so Shane is on the hill and breaking here.
Is he still 23? I thought he dropped that.
Good point. It's hard to forget, huh?
There he is.
I want everybody to forget, but look at my number.
There's the king. They already played today. They played already. Cleveland won by 30 this afternoon.
That was a good break there. Look at that cue ball. Cue ball didn't even think about moving.
when LeBron calls, when Jordan calls, and some friends answer.
Yeah.
It was a solid break there and a wide open rack. Coming to the table on the hill looking at this. That's a pretty good feeling. That's a pretty good spot to be in.
It was funny. What I see at me this morning, it showed LeBron's face at the end of the game when he's on the bench, like, he just looked so like disgusted. It was like, and it was like the face you make when you go to the bar and all they have on tap is Bud Light, and Blue Moon. Fingers was.
Shane seemed to have found a gear compared to how he was playing at the beginning of this set. He was finding center pocket.
It's the new one. It's like supposed to be so light. It's like you don't even know it's there.
That's like what I got. It's the Tiger extension.
You have a Tiger one? If it's your Q natural, you had a custom made to.
He's figuring out his next 3 shots here against 4, 5, and 6 all lined out.
Especially for a lot more cues.
Because you can fit it any Q. Really? Where'd you buy that at?
Correct. Yeah.
Tiger, Tony, and
Yeah. And they'll be in Stanton. They'll be in Vegas.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
you just email them online if you talk to them?
All right, I may just show up. How about that?
How long is yours?
He's got 2 of them. One of them's about like that.
Like a 4 and then the small one.
You don't even know it's there. It's Albaugh. It's got a narrow leg on it. Yeah, so it's got a slinger.
Him taking his time. I feel like he has slowed this rack down a little bit, which is might be a good thing.
This is yours? You made that?
I'm assuming that's Jake commenting. I don't know. I don't know if Fingers is gonna get it, man. Shane's looking really good. He's he broke with a great break, great layout, and is down to the 8-9 with good position here. Look at that backhand shaking a little bit. Like he stroked that ball perfectly though.